مرحبا معكم Fadi, your Arab dating and relationship coach and the founder of ArabDatingCoach.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 tips of how not to be the nice guy or the guy who falls into the friend zone. Not being a nice guy does not mean necessarily an asshole. Do not be an asshole. That's not what we're looking for. And there are definitely women that are attracted to assholes. But trust me, guys, you do not want to be with a woman that isn't attracted to an asshole. You want a woman that is high value, that will bring value into your life, and she is worth spending time with. Tip number 1, you need to be very clear with your desires in the relationship and confident. If you want to go on a date with her to get to know who she is, maybe a dinner date or something, make it very clear that this is what you're looking for. Tell her that I would like to go on a dinner date with you, meet you to get to know who you are. And that's very clear. That's transparent. That's confident. On the alternative, what would it be? You tell her, let's go for a bite to eat, or let's meet up or something. It's not really clear, and it could easily be misunderstood for being friends. I mean, friends call each other to go for a bite to eat or just a meeting or something. So you don't want to fall into the friend zone again. Showing confidence, exactly what you want, will be transparent. It will be very attractive to her. Tip number 2, do not make her come first in your life. Meaning, if you have goals and things that you're involved in day to day, make those our priority, finish your thing, and then later explore the relationship with her. If you're involved in some sports activities regularly, no need to cancel your activities or cancel your meetings with your family or friends simply to just accommodate to her schedule. There's always ways to accommodate both your schedules to meet together, but don't make her the penultimate important thing in your life, especially at the beginning, because you guys are exploring the relationship. You're seeing if you guys are compatible and if you're worth each other's time. This, of course, also applies to conversations. Let's say you have an opinion about anything, and do not just be a people pleaser here, especially with her. Voice your opinion. You have something contradictory to what she believes, you need to voice it. This is part of your personality. It's okay to be in conflict in terms of opinions with her. Otherwise, what's the point? Like, you're not going to be just trying to fake who you are. You need to show who you are. You're an open book in some ways. And that shows confidence. That shows that you are an honest person. And of course, that's how everyone should be in a relationship. No one should be fake. No one should be putting on a mask and just pleasing people. And pleasing people does not really go too far. So tip number 3 is do not always seek approval or outside validation. In short, this means do not always be agreeable, which touches again on the second point. But why do we seek approval sometimes? When you seek approval, you get that good feeling by getting that validation from the other person, and you feel included. So this is true for everyone. We all feel validated and we feel good when we agree on a certain topic or a certain point. But obviously, you need to be your own person. You cannot always be agreeable. There's no way that you always agree on the same points. So you need to be confident. And not being agreeable sometimes shows that you are confident to voice your own opinion. You're secure within yourself to tell what's on your mind. And that is attractive and sexy. Tip number 4, face your fear, guys. Facing your fear will make you more masculine and very attractive. So what I mean by facing your fear here, let's say you fear wrestling, a dangerous activity. If you're a man who realizes there's a fear that they have, something that they want to accomplish, and they go for it, that will be so transparent. Facing your fear and accomplishing small goals along the way will be so transparent to show how confident you are, how fearless you are. This shows that you are also someone who's always challenging themselves. This is part of your personal development. This means the value that you start with today will increase over time by doing all these things that you are doing, where you're facing your fear. Let's say it is public speaking or some sports activity or whatever it is. It means that you will become a higher value person over time. But also, it will increase your confidence. Let's say you wrestle, you start wrestling, you were a little bit afraid of it, but then becoming better at it, and then your confidence during that activity will increase. But a lot of aspects in your life will also show confidence. So you will realize that you've accomplished or capable of accomplishing a difficult task, and therefore you know that you're capable of accomplishing other things that could be of the same difficulty as well. So keep that in mind, guys. So tip number 5, guys, is do not overtalk to compensate for a shortcoming that you might think you have. We're all working on something in our life, some shortcomings, or trying to develop ourselves. But if you overtalk about something that you might not have accomplished yet, it would show some insecurity. You want to talk a little bit less, show more action rather than talk. Also, especially at the beginning of the relationship, you're trying to get to know her. So listen a little bit more and talk a little bit less. You're not being secretive about anything, of course. Just give a little bit less information, a little bit at a time. Do not divulge everything right away. And don't show too much love right away. That might show off as needy if you do. So if you're giving too much information, you're showing too much love, you might come off as needy and insecure a little bit. If you are secure, if you're trying to get to know her and vice versa, she is doing the same, you will take it slow and see how things go, and you will give a little bit of information at a time. Again, do not overtalk to compensate for some of your shortcomings. So those are my 5 tips of how not to fall into the friend zone or to be the nice guy. Again, not to be an asshole, but to not be the nice guy and fall into the friend zone. If you believe that there are other tips that you could mention maybe in the comment section below, please do so, and would love to hear from you. I hope these tips will help you in your love life and relationships. And until next time, take care, guys.